crafty friends, it's Komenda here, and I have another process video for you. But first, before I will show you how I created the layout, I would like to say a few words about inspiration. So I recently got new collection called Bloom and Grow from Coca Vanilla Studio. And within this collection there is the paper like this with one simple pattern on the one side and elements for cutting out on the other side. So when I saw this paper, I was like, wow, this is just the perfect idea for the layout. I will make a big cup. I will add a lot of flowers in it. There is also perfect paper with a lot of bigger florals for fussy cutting. And I will add picture of my girls, and I will make a title, My Cup is Full. So I had just an epiphany about how to make layout like this. Another inspiration I'm going to use in the future is this big word love decorated with flowers, and you can easily turn it into layout. You can add your picture inside the letter O. You can just add the picture on top of it, or maybe in the middle, or move everything up and add a row of pictures beneath it. So there are many ways, but there is just, it looks like a layout sketch, perfect idea on what you can create. Another inspiration. So you can make a heart filled with flowers in this collection, and like with any other Cocoa Vanilla collection, there is this set of floral ephemera, and they are so easy to be used to fill the shape like this. So another layout idea, again, you can place picture here in the middle, you can create a heart-shaped picture in the middle, and again, this paper. Another idea for your layout, of course, you can change the shape into the square, but you can create flowers all around in the frame and add empty middle part of the layout and just fill it with pictures. So I had just 1, 2, 3, 4 ideas from this one paper sheet, and this one I will make for sure. I'm not sure within those two, but this is where idea for this page came from, and now we can move into making my page. So see you in the fast forward.
Okay, I am back with voiceover. Video is sped up. I am choosing pattern papers from a 6x8 paper stack from Bloom and Grow collection to create my cup. I was lacking the word. I'm just sketching it loosely. I am inspired by the shape of the cup on the paper I just presented to you. It doesn't have to be symmetrical, it can be wonky, you know, it doesn't matter if it's a perfect cup. If you are a perfectionist, you can use a digital die cutting machine and cut out the cup using Cameo or Cricut or whatever you have. But honestly, it's just much faster to do it by hand. And after my recent Windows upgrade, I need to reinstall my Silhouette software, so it's just not working right now. So I am just forced to do it by hand. But I like wonky things, so I think it will work just perfect. When the body of my cup was cut down, I am adding an ear, again just doing it by hand, lightly sketching it, and here is how the ear and the mug cup looks like. And I also want to add some sort of a stand. I don't know how to call it in English. If does it even have a name? I don't know if in Polish it has a name, with a different pattern paper. And I will also adding hearts as a pattern on the cup using another pattern paper. And after I will be done with hearts, I will also create a blue stripe because it seemed like it's lacking something blue as an accent. Again, my hearts are hand cut, but Again, if you prefer things to be more precise or you just don't trust yourself with cutting out symmetrical hearts, you can use dies, you can use punchers. It doesn't have to be hard, you don't have to decorate the cup at all. You can create whatever you want here. I was inspired by the cup on the paper, so I'm just kind of copying it a little bit. And there is the moment where I am gluing everything together. First the stand and the cup, I don't know again how to call it, and I will be using this paper with the wreath of flowers around the edges as a base of my layout. You can use white cardstock because it will be a very colorful page, so white cardstock will look good. It's white in the middle, that's why I chose it. I'm gluing down the cup using a piece of a cardboard to build up some dimension, so I don't want to glue it flat, but you already know that I am a big fan of dimension. So I'm just trimming a piece of cardboard to the proper size. You can use foam if you prefer to. Cardboard is just cheaper. So I backed up the bigger piece. Now it's time for smaller pieces to kind of create even layer around the cup, and now the ear with smaller strips. Again, if you have and prefer using foam squares, bigger foam sheets, it's all up to you. I'm just adding a layer of glue and I am ready to glue my cup down. And here it is. It will be filled with the flowers on the empty white area above it and with the picture, but first I started with the cup. This is the moment I was talking about previously. I just wanted to add some more accents, that's why I'm adding the blue strips, and I'm not measuring anything, I just cut it out the strip that was slightly curved to add a little bit of dimension, and I'm trimming off the edges. This way it would probably be easier to just mark it with pencil, I don't know. I just don't like measuring things, especially with the projects that can be wonky and no one will care that it's not perfect. I just think it's easier to trim it to the shape of the cup, and voila, it's done. Now the hearts, and it will be finished. Very simple process. You can add more patterns, more colors, you can add flowers, you can add dots, you can add smaller hearts. It's all up to you. You can skip the hearts and add a big title here if you wish so. After the cup is done, I prepared my picture and now I will be cutting out the flower clusters that will fill my cup. You can use floral elements, they are included into this collection. You have a very separate pack of those, a lot of flowers, a lot of leaves. I just wanted to have flower clusters to make it, I would say faster, but it wasn't faster because I had to spend some time fussy cutting it. But those floral elements, floral ephemera elements, have a distinguished white outline, and I didn't want that. So I just wanted things to be cut out just close to the edge of the flowers. Of course, you can take your scissors and cut out the white outline of each flower from the flower pack, but let's be honest, they were intended to make your life easier, not harder. But again, I did it not once. So, but with the flower clusters from one of the papers, it was just faster. See, I have 5 or 6 flower clusters, one picture, and my cup is already full. And now it's time to glue everything down, and some of the flower clusters will be glued down flat. Some of them will be backed with a layer of foam, and some will be backed with 2 layers, if I remember correctly. So I'm just adding the foam, just remembering to make a room for the picture, so I'm leaving the white spot in the middle. Don't worry, it will be covered with the photo. So I'm just adding flower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flower clusters. It took me maybe 20 minutes to cut them out, but for sure it's a kind of a cheaper layout if you use only papers with minimal stickers, die cuts, and stuff like this. And this is what I love to do. I love using papers, the way that you can spread them to the very limits. After the flowers are glued down, I'm adding the picture, and because of some of the flowers were raised above the surface, I needed to level area for my picture, so I added 2 layers of cardboard. Then I'm adding the frame around the picture with the navy paper. It's again from 6x8 paper stack. I'm trimming it around. This way the picture will pop up from the flowers. Otherwise, with only white frame, it was lost. And I'm backing everything with 1 layer of cardboard. So picture is raised 3 layers of cardboard above the surface of the layout base. And to be honest, my layout is almost complete. I'm just going through ephemera die cuts pack to add some bits and pieces here and there. I found some butterflies, and I will be adding those because you know flowers and butterflies go well together. And I'm just going through the pack, choosing what can look good here. I picked few hearts. I'm just going through everything, mixing and matching, trying. And when I will be happy with it, I will just glue everything down, and this way my layout will be embellished. What I like to do, and I usually do it off camera when I'm making a tutorial, is to go through ephemera pack like the first search, especially when I'm doing an album or a themed layout. So I go through everything and I put away elements that I am sure I will not use. So they are taken away. So my number of choices of elements becomes smaller and smaller. So as you can see, elements above the plate I am using are the ones that I am sure I will not use in this page. And when I'm making albums, this is very important to narrow down elements to choose from, otherwise you will be making the bigger project like for ages. That's why I like to narrow down my elements, things that I am sure, if I'm, let's say, making a travel layout, I will put away all the flowers because I know I won't use them. I check the sentiments, inscriptions to verify if they will be useful. So I'm just narrowing down the elements to choose from, and I keep them on my desk, and everything spare goes back to the packaging. And when I'm done with project, I just add anything that is left on my desk, and it makes my work much faster. Okay, so I glue down everything from the ephemera pack that I wanted. I added few puffy hearts. I just love those tiny hearts. And now I am creating the title with the stickers included into this collection. This is alpha set, tiny little cute puffy alpha stickers. And I am creating title. My cup is full. This is what was on the paper and what inspired me to create. My cup is full because I have 2 beautiful daughters and a dog which I love and can't imagine life without them. That's why the title of the layout. Now I'm just putting the letters up, and you may ask why I first added them on this kind of a sticker sheet. It's because I wanted to be sure I will center the words correctly, and this way I knew how long the title will be, so I just could measure everything, and that's it. My page is ready. Here are a few close-ups. And I hope you liked my inspirations idea, and you can search for yours in a very strange places, and I'm sure you will find them very helpful, especially when the mojo is low. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to never miss any new videos. Here are some other videos you may like. Thank you so much for staying with me and see you soon on some other video. Bye!